Hello students, this video is the continuation of our first chapter. In this video, we are going to learn real numbers and their decimal expansions. So we all know that real numbers are both rational number and irrational numbers together. So rational numbers, how it will be? It will be in the form of P by Q. Okay, suppose if you are going to divide P by Q, then we will get some decimal expansion. So with that itself we can find out the number is rational number or irrational number. Okay, so the decimal expansion of a rational number is either terminating or non-terminating recurring. Okay, so the decimal expansion will be terminating after some decimal numbers, or it will not terminate at all, but the decimal expansion will be in a repeating way. Okay, so that's what terminating or non-terminating recurring. Okay, so this means the remainder of the division will be come to 0 at certain point of time, then it is called terminating. Okay, so the remainder will never come to 0, but the same remainder will be keep on repeating, then it will give non-terminating recurring decimal expansion. Okay, examples I have given. So 1.2, so 2, with that itself the decimal point is stopped, so it's a terminating. 45.67, this is also terminating. So all these are terminating decimal expansions. Then 12.22222, the 2 is never ending. Okay, it is keep on repeating, so that is a non-terminating recurring decimal expansion. So similarly 34.121212 will be keep on repeating. Similarly 0.909090. So this is also non-terminating repeating. Once again I'll repeat, in the division in the first case, if it is terminating, the remainder will come to 0. Okay, in the non-terminating recurring, the remainder will never come to 0, and the same reminders will be coming again and again. Then it will result in decimal expansion with non-terminating recurring. Okay, the decimal expansion of an irrational number is non-terminating, non-recurring. Okay, so if the number is irrational, then the decimal expansion will never come to an end, and it will not be repeating in the same sequence also. Okay, in the previous case we saw non-terminating and recurring, that is repeating. Here it will never end and it will not have the same decimal numbers also. Okay, some different numbers will be there. Example, you can see 3.202000. So you can't take it as repeated number. Though 20 is there, but it's not in the repeated in a sequence. Okay, first time it is 10, then 30, then 40. It's keep on changing. So we can't say it as a recurring. Then next example also same like that. You can't write that repeating term. Okay, it's non-repeating. So one more example is root 2. Okay, if you find the square root of 2, you will never get a remainder 0. Okay, it will be keep on going. So it is a non-terminating, non-recurring decimal expansion. Similarly pi, you know, it is 22 by 7. If you do the division 22 by 7, you will never get a remainder 0, and it will be never ending, and you won't find the repeated reminders. You will get different reminders. So that's a irrational number. So pi is a irrational number. So with this knowledge, we'll move to exercise 1.3. First question. Write the following in decimal form and say what kind of decimal expansion each has. So first one is 36 divided by 100. Okay, I have given the division, long division method, we all know, no? So in that method I have given. So if you see, 1 minute, how we will do the normal division. So that's how we are going to find out the decimal expansion. So 36 divided by 100. So first what we will check whether this number is divisible by the 100. Okay, so this number 36 is smaller than 100. So what we will do, we will keep a decimal point here and we will add one 0 here. Is it not? Okay, so now this number is greater than the dividend. Okay, so now we can see how many hundreds will be there in 360. So we will have 300. Okay, so 300 we will write here. Okay, for how many times 300 will be there? So it will be for 3 times. So we will write 3 as quotient here. Okay, then we have to minus. Okay, we will minus 360. 360 minus 300 we will do. So we will get remainder as 60. Okay. Then we will add one more 0 here. Then only we can divide. So how many times 600 will go for 100? So it will go for 6 times. Okay. So we will write 6 in the quotient. So writing 600 here. Sorry, I am not good enough in writing in mouse. Okay, so we will have a remainder as 0. Okay, so this is terminating. At certain point we will come to a remainder of 0. So this is terminating. Understood? So this is a rational number. But in question they didn't ask that and all. They have asked only what kind of decimal expansion. So you have to simply write terminating or non-terminating like that. So in this problem it is terminating. Okay, so moving to the next problem. Okay, 1 divided by 11. Okay, so this also let us work out here. Okay. Let's start like this. So 11 will be here and 1 will be here. Okay, so 11 is greater than 1, so we can't divide. So put one decimal point here and we will add one 0 here. Is it not? Then now also 10 is lesser than 11, so we can't divide. So we will add one more 0 here. Then we will add one more 0 here also. Okay. So now this is greater than 11. So how many 11s are there in 100? Okay, so we will get 9 here. Okay, in the quotient we have to write 9. So 9 into 11 is 99. Okay. So then next step is we have to subtract this. If we subtract, we will get remainder 1. Okay, add one more 0. Okay, now 10 is lesser than 11, so we have to add one more 0 in the quotient. Okay, now one more 0 we can add here. So how many times 11 will go in 100? It will go for 9 times. So we will have 99 here. By now you would have found out. Okay, the remainder will be 1. Okay, can you see here the remainder is keep on repeating. Is it not? First also we got remainder 1. Now also we are getting remainder 1. If we do again we will get the same 9 and 0 repeating. Okay, so this is non-terminating and repeating. Okay, understood? Now moving to the next problem. Here we are having a mixed fraction. So 4 1 by 8. So 4 1 by 8, what you will do? You will multiply here. 4 into 8 you will do here. And plus 1 you will do here. Okay, so 4 into 8 is 32. 32 plus 1 is 33. Okay, 33 divided by 8. That's a fraction we are getting here. So 33 divided by 8. Okay, I think now this time you yourself can understand this one. So 33 divided by 8. So in 33 how many 8s are there? 4 8 is there. So we will write 32 here. Okay, 8 into 4 is 32. Okay, so you will get remainder 1. Then keep one decimal point and you will put one 0 there. So 10 is greater than 8. So how many 8 is there in 10? 1 8 we can say. So 1 you will write in the quotient and you will write 8 here. Then you have to subtract it. So we will get a remainder 2. Okay, then add one more 0 here. So how many 8s are there in 20? So 2 times. It will go for 2 times. So 8 into 2 is 16. Okay. Then 20 minus 16 you will get remainder 4. Okay, so 4 again you will add one 0 here. So how many 8s are there in 40? 5 times. Okay, so 8 into 5 is 40. Then you will arrive at the remainder 0. Okay, so this is also terminating. So when you come to a remainder 0, then the decimal expansion is terminating. Okay, this is the answer. That's all. Then moving to the next problem. You know that 1 by 7 equal to 0.142857. Can you predict what the decimal expansion of 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7 are without actually doing the long division? If so, how? Okay. So here I have given, so 1 by 7 equal to, the decimal expansion is already given. That is a non-terminating recurring decimal expansion. Okay. So we have to find out the 2 by 7 without doing the actual division method. Okay. So one way is 2 into 1 by 7. If you do means we will get 2 by 7. Is it not? So already 1 by 7 value is given here. So 2 into 0.142857. Okay, you have to multiply. So multiply and we will get the answer like this. Okay, 0.285714. Similarly, 3 into 1 by 4. Sorry, 1 by 7. So 3 into the same value. So you have to simply multiply and find the answers. Okay, understood? Then express the following in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. Okay, so 0.6 which is repeating. Okay, on top one bar is given, means that means 6 is going to come repeatedly. Okay, so in that case you have to take 0.666 that as x. That's the first step. Okay, then 10x, 10 into x we are going to do. So that means the decimal point will jump one step right side. So 6.666 you will get. Okay, this can be again written as 10x is equal to 6 plus x. Is it not? Because 6 is there, then x value is 0.666. So that we are writing as 6 plus x. Okay. Then bring the x to the other side of equal to. So 10 minus, actually that is 10x minus x, sorry. So 10x minus x is equal to 6. Then 9x, 10x minus x is 9x equal to 6. Okay. Then x equal to 6 by 9. Then again if you divide 6 by 9, you will simplify, you will get 2 by 3. That's the answer. Okay. So let me wind up this video with this. I'll continue in the next video. Thank you, children.